Welcome to HP Tuners Subaru Training Part 17. In this training tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at advanced VCM Scanner Math. This is going to be including calculating horsepower and torque based on some loggable channels that we have within the VCM scanner. We have a lot to cover. Let's jump in so we can check this out.
Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be taking a look at using our VCM scanner software to create some custom math channels to be able to take a look at things like our estimation of airflow or air mass when we're in our speed density operation mode. We know with a mass airflow sensor, we can simply take a look at what the mass airflow sensor is showing in terms of our grams per second of registration of airflow, the actual measurement of airflow. When we're in speed density operation, we have no way to actually know this. So I've created a custom math channel to be able to allow us to take a look at that, and we can plot that and compare it to what the mass airflow sensor is registering and reading if we still have the mass airflow present. If we don't, we can use that as a sanity check on the calibration in our main volumetric efficiency table. So at this point, you should understand working with the math sensor, doing the calibration process. We went through that in the previous tutorials. We've also taken a look at using the speed density air calc mode and going through and going into estimating the amount of volumetric efficiency from our main VE table, getting that all dialed in. This is going to allow us to take a look at some higher level mathematical functionality so that we can see the actual estimation of air mass. It's pretty close in terms of the calculation that we can perform here in the VCM scanner. It'll make our lives much easier and again, give us a way we can check our work, especially if you have a mass airflow sensor. It can compare against what the map is reading and you can see how far things are off by if you're running in a dual mode, so hybrid mode between math and speed density, or if you're just running pure speed density and you still have the mass airflow. It'll let you take a look at some things. Now we can also use the VCM scanner, creating some other additional math channels that we're going to learn how to bring in here. I've done all the work for you. You just have to import them into your VCM scanner software. It's going to allow us to plot the estimated horsepower and torque for the engine based on either the air mass that we're measuring from the MAF sensor or the amount of air mass we're estimating from the VE table. So this will give us a further sanity check on our work. It's going to make things a little bit easier and you'll have more things to take a look at in your chart versus time and your graphical plots down here at the bottom. Now you should have the latest layout loaded into your VCM scanner. We can do that by going up here to the top. We go to open layout. If you jump into the Subaru course folder under the VCM scanner option, we have our Subaru layout. If we click open, this will allow us to open up the latest version of the scanner that you're going to have. Now, as I'm doing the course, I'm building this out. So I'm doing things slightly out of sequence here. You'll probably find as I move through some of the videos in the future that they may be lacking some of our chart versus time, but towards the end of the tutorial series, you'll find that they're actually going to be populating everything you find here on screen. So just want to make clear that you have to have the latest layout loaded, which you should, because as the time the course comes out, that is going to be what is in the course packet as I go through and make these changes and updates over time here as I'm filming and doing the course. Now, what we need to do is bring in the custom math channels into your HP Tuners VCM scanner software here. So what we're going to do is jump into Tools, and we're going to go up here to the top under Math Parameters. Now, in this case, we can see here these user math channels. These allow us to take channels that we're logging here and reconfigure them doing mathematical functions or equations to them to produce a new channel reading. So for example here, the speed density estimated air mass. I have a way that I can use the volumetric efficiency calculation and channel here that we're finding we can actually log. We can use that to be able to determine what the estimated amount of air mass is going to be when we're in that speed density mode. So that's the first thing I want to focus on here. Now, I have a whole bunch of different channels loaded into my math parameters manager here. Now, these channels aren't going to be pertinent to anything we're doing in this Subaru training tutorial. These channels, these math channels, are pertinent to GM and Ford applications, so nothing to do with Subaru. You'll find that you're probably going to have no math channels populated, so the user math up top here will have just a blank list of just user maths as you go down. In my case, I don't have that because I use the VCM scanner for other tuning applications, so Ford and GM namely. What I'm going to do right now is jump into a user math and bring in my custom user math channel. So this is going to bring in all of our custom math channels from our Subaru course folder. If I go up here and click on user math, and then we go up here to the folder, it's going to take me into HPT Subaru course folder, that's our course folder, into VCM Scanner Math. We actually want to go and import all of these math functions into our VCM scanner. That's going to allow us to work with any of our custom chart versus time or histograms, being able to populate anything in layout here. We want to go and bring these in. So I'm going to jump up here. Let's just go and open up our first one. So we're going to click on our first one called Boost Air. This is used for boost control tuning. Let's just get that out of the way right now if I click on it.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.